Have you ever stopped to think about how your actions today can profoundly and unexpectedly impact your future? In the dynamic world we live in, where every choice and action may seem trivial, there exists an ancient and powerful law that silently governs our lives, the law of karma. Many of us, in moments of difficulty or indecision, seek to understand why certain situations occur in our lives. If you are on this journey of self-discovery, this text is for you. In this video, we will clarify the nature of karma in the Buddhist context, showcase a powerful karma action you should avoid, and promote conscious living practices that cultivate positive karma and spiritual growth. Welcome to the Rational Spirituality channel, a space dedicated to exploring and sharing knowledge that leads us to an extraordinary life experience. To fill yourself with more knowledge like this, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Karma, a central principle in Buddhism, is the law of cause and effect that teaches us that our actions, words, and thoughts have consequences. Understanding this law can transform the way we live and relate to the world around us. Karma is a Sanskrit word that means action or deed. In the Buddhist context, it refers to the universal law of cause and effect, a fundamental belief that our actions, thoughts, and words have consequences that shape our present and future lives. This concept is not just an abstract idea, but a principle that permeates all layers of Buddhism, from its oldest scriptures to the daily practices of its followers. Originating in ancient India, the concept of karma was adopted and developed by Buddhism, where it gained central importance. Buddha taught that karma is not a punitive or rewarding force, but a natural reflection of our actions. He warns us that everything we do, whether good or bad, comes back to us in some way. This understanding places us in a position of personal responsibility, encouraging us to act with wisdom and compassion. Imagine you plant an apple seed. With care and patience, that seed grows and transforms into an apple tree, which eventually bears fruit. Similarly, our actions are like seeds planted in the soil of our lives. If we plant seeds of kindness, patience, and love, the fruits we harvest will be equally sweet and gratifying. On the other hand, if our actions are negative, such as anger, hatred, and envy, the fruits that grow will be bitter and hard to digest. Think about the small daily interactions. A smile can brighten someone's day, while a harsh word can deeply hurt. These small actions, accumulated over time, shape our life experience, illustrating in a practical and tangible way the principle of karma. Karma in everyday life. Karma is not something distant or reserved for special moments. It manifests in every small decision we make and action we take. When you help a coworker, that positive action can create an environment of collaboration and support. Similarly, when we act with impatience or disregard, we can create tension and conflict around us. In personal relationships, karma is especially evident. Small gestures of affection and consideration can strengthen bonds and create an atmosphere of love and understanding. On the other hand, selfish or disrespectful actions can cause rifts and distance. Each interaction is an opportunity to sow positive karma and nurture healthy, meaningful relationships. Consider a simple example. While driving, you decide to let another car pass. This act of courtesy can not only improve someone's day, but also create a cycle of kindness, where the person who received the gesture passes on the good deed. Thus, positive karma propagates, subtly but powerfully impacting multiple lives. On the other hand, imagine you act rudely or impatiently with someone. That person, negatively affected by your attitude, may carry that energy with them and pass it on to others. Small acts of disrespect or indifference can generate a cycle of negativity that affects more than just those directly involved. Reflecting on the consequences of our daily actions helps us choose paths that cultivate harmony and peace. The importance of conscious actions. Mindfulness is the practice of being present and aware in each moment. When we apply mindfulness to our actions, we are essentially cultivating positive karma. Acting with full awareness allows us to perceive the impact of our choices and encourages us to make decisions that benefit ourselves and others. In the context of Buddhism, mindfulness is an essential tool for living in harmony with the law of karma. By practicing mindfulness, we begin to notice patterns in our thoughts and behaviors. This self-awareness gives us the opportunity to interrupt negative cycles and choose actions that promote well-being and spiritual growth. For example, by recognizing a tendency towards impatience, we can deliberately choose to practice patience, transforming our energy and creating a positive impact in our lives. An effective way to develop awareness in daily actions is through meditation. Regular meditation helps us cultivate a state of calm and clarity, where we can observe our intentions and actions with greater lucidity. By starting the day with a brief meditation, we can set an intention to act with compassion and wisdom, positively influencing all our subsequent interactions. Another powerful practice is daily reflection. Taking a moment at the end of the day to review our actions and thoughts allows us to identify areas where we can improve. Questions like, was I kind and patient today? Or, how did my actions impact others? Help bring greater awareness to our behavior, encouraging us to cultivate habits that generate positive karma. Positive karma versus negative karma. Positive and negative karma are direct results of our actions, thoughts, and words. Positive karma is generated by actions that promote well-being, happiness, and harmony, both for ourselves and others. These acts can include generosity, compassion, honesty, and gratitude. When we act altruistically and benevolently, we are planting seeds of positive energy that will blossom into favorable experiences in the future. On the other hand, negative karma arises from harmful and selfish actions. Lies, betrayals, aggression, and envy are examples of behaviors that generate negative energy. These actions create a cycle of pain and suffering, affecting not only the life of the person who performs them, but also those impacted by them. Understanding the difference between positive and negative karma helps us choose paths that lead to peace and spiritual growth. A classic example of positive karma is the practice of charity. When we help someone in need without expecting anything in return, we are creating a positive impact that can manifest as support and kindness in our own lives. Another example is the practice of patience. By responding calmly in conflict situations, we avoid the spread of negative energy and cultivate an environment of peace and respect. In contrast, negative karma can be exemplified by actions of anger and revenge. Imagine a scenario where, after being insulted, you respond with even more aggression. This cycle of retaliation not only perpetuates the conflict, but also sows more negativity in your life. Similarly, acts of dishonesty, like deceiving someone, generate distrust and conflict, creating an environment of tension and suffering. The cycle of samsara. The cycle of samsara is a fundamental concept in Buddhism that describes the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This cycle is driven by the karma accumulated over many lifetimes. According to Buddhism, our actions in each life determine our future existences. The ultimate goal is to achieve enlightenment and thus break the cycle of samsara, freeing ourselves from continuous suffering. Samsara is often visualized as a spinning wheel, where each turn represents a new life influenced by accumulated karma. Our desires and attachments are the engines that keep this wheel in motion. Buddhist practice seeks to reduce and eventually eliminate these desires and attachments, allowing one to reach nirvana, the state of total liberation from the cycle of samsara. Every action we take, positive or negative, contributes to the karma that determines our future existences. For example, acts of kindness and compassion can lead to rebirth in more favorable conditions, while actions motivated by hatred and selfishness can result in reincarnations in challenging and painful situations. Thus, karma functions as a kind of moral bank account, where our actions are deposited and accumulated over many lifetimes. Understanding the cycle of samsara and the influence of karma on it encourages us to live consciously and intentionally. By practicing actions that generate positive karma, we can not only improve our present life, but also create a more harmonious future conducive to spiritual growth. This inspires us to cultivate virtues like compassion, patience, and wisdom, which are essential for transcending the cycle of samsara. Do not take on others' karma. Each person has their own karmic path, shaped by their past and present actions. Respecting this individual process is crucial for balance and harmony. When we try to take on or interfere with someone else's karma, we risk disrespecting their personal learning and growth. Everyone must face the consequences of their actions to learn and evolve spiritually. Taking on someone else's karma can also burden us with challenges that are not ours, diverting us from our own path of growth. It is important to offer support and compassion to others without trying to solve or carry their karmic burdens. This balance allows everyone to grow and learn from their own experiences, promoting authentic and sustainable spiritual development. Interfering in someone else's karmic process can lead to undesirable outcomes. For instance, by trying to solve someone's problems without allowing them to face their own lessons, we may deprive them of valuable opportunities for learning and growth. Additionally, taking on others' karmic burdens can cause us unnecessary stress and suffering, hindering our own spiritual journey. When we attempt to carry someone else's karma, we can also create imbalance in our relationships. Feelings of dependency or resentment may arise, both from our side and from the person we are trying to help. It is essential to recognize the limits of our role in supporting others, encouraging them to take responsibility for their own actions and consequences, while offering empathy and encouragement. Karma in relationships. Our interpersonal relationships are deeply influenced by karma. Every interaction we have with others can create positive or negative karma, shaping the quality and nature of our relationships. Acts of kindness, understanding, and respect cultivate healthy and harmonious connections. Conversely, selfish and harmful behaviors can generate conflicts and misunderstandings, negatively impacting our relationships. The karmic energy we bring to our relationships often reflects our past actions. If we have behavior patterns that generate negative karma, these patterns can repeatedly manifest in our interactions, perpetuating cycles of conflict and suffering. Recognizing and working to transform these patterns is essential for creating healthier and more balanced relationships. An effective strategy for cultivating positive relationships is practicing empathy and compassion. Putting ourselves in others' shoes and trying to understand their perspectives and feelings can help resolve conflicts peacefully and constructively. Additionally, expressing gratitude and acknowledgement for others' positive qualities strengthens bonds of friendship and love. Open and honest communication is another key to maintaining healthy relationships. Avoiding secrets and lies, and being transparent about our intentions and feelings helps build mutual trust and respect. It is also important to practice forgiveness, both towards others and ourselves, letting go of resentments and allowing positive energy to flow freely in our relationships. Resilience and karma. Understanding karma can be a powerful tool for developing resilience in the face of life's challenges. When we recognize that our current circumstances are the result of past actions, we can adopt an attitude of acceptance and responsibility. Instead of feeling like victims of circumstances, we see each challenge as an opportunity for learning and growth, a chance to balance and transform our karma. This perspective encourages us to face difficulties with courage and determination. We know that by acting with wisdom and compassion, we are planting seeds for a more positive future. Each obstacle overcome with patience and equanimity strengthens our spirit and brings us closer to liberation from the cycle of suffering known as samsara. This proactive and conscious approach allows us to turn adversities into opportunities for spiritual development. Consider the story of Maya, who faced numerous difficulties in her life, from financial problems to tumultuous relationships. By studying the concept of karma, Maya began to see her struggles in a new light. She decided to approach each challenge with a learning attitude, practicing compassion and gratitude in all situations. Over time, her life began to change for the better, and she found an inner peace that had previously seemed unattainable. Another story is of John, who lost his job and faced a period of deep insecurity. Instead of despairing, he used his understanding of karma to maintain hope and resilience. John began doing volunteer work, helping the less fortunate. This act of service not only generated positive karma, but also opened new opportunities in his life, leading to a fulfilling and stable career. These stories show us how understanding and applying karma can profoundly and positively transform our lives. Karma and life purpose. Understanding karma can be a compass in the search for life's purpose. Our past actions shape our current abilities, inclinations, and circumstances, providing clues about our true calling. When we align our actions with our life purpose, we create positive karma, which in turn leads us to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Finding our life purpose often involves introspection and self-awareness. Meditating on our passions and talents can reveal paths that resonate with our spirit. By following these paths, we not only fulfill our individual role in the larger tapestry of life, but also contribute to the collective well-being. The positive karma generated by living in accordance with our life purpose amplifies our positive impact on the world, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and fulfillment. A useful exercise for discovering your life purpose is guided meditation. Set aside time daily to meditate on your passions and talents. Ask yourself, what brings me true joy? And how can I use my skills to benefit others? Write down your reflections and notice the patterns that emerge. This practice can provide valuable insights into the path you should follow. Another exercise is visualization. Imagine yourself in the future, living a full and meaningful life. What actions do you perform daily? What impacts do you have on others' lives? Visualizing your ideal future can help align your current actions with your long-term goals. As you begin to incorporate these elements into your daily life, you will generate positive karma and move closer to your life purpose. Karma and leadership. Effective and compassionate leadership is deeply rooted in the principles of karma. A leader who understands karma recognizes that their actions and decisions have lasting impacts on their followers and the organization as a whole. This understanding encourages ethical and mindful leadership, where each choice is made with consideration for the greater good. Karmic leaders promote harmonious and productive work environments based on mutual respect and cooperation. Leaders who practice positive karma are models of integrity and empathy. They inspire their teams to act with responsibility and compassion, creating a work culture that values the well-being and growth of all involved. The practice of conscious and altruistic actions by leaders not only generates positive karma for themselves, but also fosters a cycle of positivity and collaboration within the organization, resulting in shared success and prosperity. A fundamental principle for effective leaders is empathy. Putting oneself in the shoes of their followers and understanding their needs and challenges creates an environment of trust and support. Empathy generates actions that benefit the group as a whole, promoting positive karma that reflects in a healthy and motivating work environment. Another principle is integrity. Making fair and transparent decisions and acting according to high ethical values not only strengthens team morale, but also sets a behavioral standard for others to follow. Leaders who embody these karmic principles cultivate a legacy of respect and admiration, leaving a lasting and positive impact on their organizations. Spiritual practices to cultivate good karma. Meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating good karma. By dedicating time to introspection and stillness, we can clear our minds of negative thoughts and focus on positive intentions. Meditation practices such as metta or loving-kindness meditation encourage us to send thoughts of love and compassion to ourselves and others, generating positive energy that reflects in our daily actions and interactions. Prayer is another spiritual practice that can help generate positive karma. Regardless of religious tradition, prayer connects us to a deeper sense of purpose and interconnectedness. Asking for guidance, expressing gratitude, and seeking the well-being of others are ways to strengthen our intention to live consciously and altruistically. These spiritual practices not only elevate our own spirit, but also create a positive impact on the world around us. Incorporating spiritual practices into your daily routine can be simple and transformative. Start with a few minutes of meditation upon waking. Find a quiet place and focus on your breathing, allowing thoughts of gratitude and compassion to fill your mind. Gradually increase the meditation time as you become more comfortable with the practice. Another way to integrate spirituality into daily life is through small gratitude rituals. Before sleeping, take a moment to reflect on the day's events and express gratitude for the positive experiences and the lessons learned from challenging situations. These moments of reflection help reinforce a mindset of appreciation and positive intention, continuously promoting the generation of good karma. Karma in overcoming feelings of not belonging. Understanding karma can be a great ally in overcoming feelings of not belonging and isolation. When we realize that our experiences are the results of past actions, we gain a new perspective on our current circumstances. This understanding encourages us to reflect on our behaviors and attitudes, allowing us to identify patterns that may be contributing to these feelings of isolation. By focusing on generating positive karma through conscious actions, we begin to attract more meaningful and harmonious connections. Practicing compassion, altruism, and empathy helps us build deeper and more authentic relationships. Over time, these efforts translate into a greater sense of belonging and connection with those around us, fostering an environment where we feel valued and understood. An effective technique is practicing acts of selfless kindness. By offering help and support to others without expecting anything in return, we create a cycle of positive energy that can transform our social interactions. These gestures of generosity connect us with others on a deeper level, strengthening our sense of belonging and community. Another technique is meditation focused on interconnectedness. During meditation, visualize yourself as part of a larger network of beings, all interconnected through their actions and intentions. This visualization helps dissolve feelings of isolation, reinforcing the idea that we are all connected through karma. Practicing this meditation regularly can help cultivate a lasting sense of belonging and unity. Stories of karma and personal transformation. Sarah's story is an inspiring example of how understanding karma can transform lives. Sarah went through a series of personal challenges, including health problems and financial difficulties. Upon learning about karma, she began to reflect on her past actions and decisions. She then decided to adopt practices that generate positive karma, such as meditation and community service. Over time, Sarah noticed a significant improvement in her life, finding not only stability but also a profound sense of purpose and happiness. Another account is that of Michael, who faced a period of depression after losing his job. By studying karma, he understood that his past actions contributed to his current circumstances. Michael started practicing gratitude and compassion daily, helping others in similar situations. His life began to change positively, and he found a new career that brought him satisfaction and a renewed sense of direction. These stories teach us that personal transformation through karma is possible for everyone. The key lies in adopting a conscious and deliberate approach to our actions and thoughts. By generating positive karma, we can not only overcome immediate challenges, but also create a solid foundation for a more harmonious and fulfilling future. They also show us the importance of perseverance and patience. Changes do not occur overnight, but with constant and intentional practice, we can reverse negative patterns and cultivate a life full of purpose and well-being. These lessons inspire us to look inward, reflect on our actions, and make choices that benefit not only ourselves but also others. The role of karma in culture and mythological narratives. The concept of karma appears in many cultures and mythological traditions, often as a mechanism of cosmic justice. In Hindu mythology, for instance, the Mahabharata tells the story of the Pandavas and Kauravas, where each character's good and bad actions result in direct consequences, reflecting the law of karma. These stories not only entertain but also educate about the importance of just and moral actions. In the Buddhist tradition, the Jataka tales, which are stories of the Buddha's past lives, illustrate how actions in different incarnations lead to specific results. These narratives serve as moral lessons, showing that the good or evil we do returns to us, often in unexpected forms. These stories reinforce the idea that karma is a powerful and just force, shaping our lives according to our actions. Mythological and cultural narratives about karma play a crucial role in our understanding of this concept. They offer tangible examples of how karma operates, translating abstract ideas into stories we can easily understand and relate to our own lives. These stories serve as guides, teaching us about the consequences of our actions and encouraging behaviors that generate positive karma. Additionally, these narratives have the power to inspire and motivate. By seeing characters face the consequences of their actions and eventually finding redemption or punishment, we are led to reflect on our own choices and their potential repercussions. This reflection helps us adopt a more conscious and ethical approach to our daily lives, promoting a cycle of positive karma. Each of us has the power to shape our karma and, consequently, our future. May we make choices that reflect wisdom, compassion, and understanding. By practicing conscious and intentional acts, we generate positive karma that not only benefits our lives, but also contributes to a more harmonious and just world. Remember, today's actions are the seeds of our tomorrow. Cultivate them with love and awareness, and see how your life blooms in beauty and purpose. Each small positive action we take has the potential to create a lasting and transformative impact. Challenge yourself to apply at least one conscious practice discussed here in your daily life and observe the transformations that occur. Your future self will thank you. This is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth, guided by the principles of karma. Together, we can create a cycle of positivity that reverberates in our lives and the world around us. Take a moment to think of a practice you can incorporate into your daily routine. It could be something simple, like expressing gratitude, helping someone in need, or dedicating a few minutes to meditation. Small changes can lead to significant transformations. This is your invitation to start this journey now and see how understanding and applying karma can enrich your life. If these words resonated with you, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content on spirituality and spiritual growth. Thank you for joining me on this journey of spiritual awakening. Let's create a community of mutual support where we can inspire each other to live with more inner freedom and authenticity every step of the way. Leave a comment sharing your reflections and experiences with the law of karma. How have you noticed the consequences of your daily actions in your life? What daily practices can you adopt to generate positive karma in your life and the lives of those around you? Your story could be the light that guides others on their own journeys of awakening. May the light guide your path, always.